What's happening, everybody?
What up, G?
It's Wednesday.
My volume was really high on my iPad.
Swollen balls.
I'm sorry?
Swollen balls.
You got swollen balls?
No.
Oh.
Somebody does, though. Reed's still up. What's going on, Logan?
Hello, gents.
Lloyd. Craigers. What's happening? Hope you guys are having a good night. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm doing stuff.
Once you pull it up, you'll see
I'm trying to.
why I last minute added something. I thought it was kind of funny. I was creeping on my wife's Instagram. Because I was like, how many followers does she have?
This
Like
chick?
no,
She
you.
didn't know me. Not many.
260, something like that.
Not
We need to
many.
get those numbers up. Go out and follow Beth at LaMama07 out on Instagram. It's follow her. Find her. It's really easy.
So why'd you
LaMama.
put that up?
Because it was one I thought it was fun.
That's my motto.
I know. I'm not weird. I'm limited edition.
And Dana called Leanne weird the other day. One of our texts. I was like, no. She's not weird. She's limited edition. So.
Lloyd, you're drinking away your COVID, man. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry,
It's
man.
COVID. I'm
COVID.
sorry.
Well, it is what it is. Pretty much
Now
everybody.
you have the antibodies.
Got the antibodies.
I always got to find the silver lining.
Javon, what's
Cool.
happening? Oh, yes. Good announcement. Beth has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh,
By the way.
What?
The name of the show is Nicki Minaj's Cousin's Friend. And we'll get into that in a couple minutes, though, okay?
Ow, that went
We
down
will
the
get into that.
wrong
We got
way.
a couple of shout-outs at the top beforehand. But first off, go out, check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg at Instagram or on Instagram, on YouTube, and then, of course, Facebook, where you can stream this as well. And then also on iTunes, Spotify, and now Amazon, which is kind of cool, which I didn't realize. I think I mentioned this last week that I hadn't
Oh, yes.
realized it.
Yes, you did.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up real quick for me? Because I thought I had this. Turd Ferguson. Turd Ferguson. And I had it and I just forgot about it. I forgot to put
Is it a video?
No, it's not a video. It's just a picture. You can go to images. But Norm McDonald passed away this week. Tons of people have been talking about it and everything. But Norm McDonald was like, to me, of course, being 45, he was awesome. I kind of grew up watching him.
He
know,
was,
he's-
he was when Saturday Night
so
Live
he'd be
used to
like-
be kind of funny.
Is he up?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like 16
Which
years
picture?
older. Just pick the one in or the first one in the circle, I guess. That's
Circle?
fine. Or one in the bottom, one row down, one over from that one.
That guy's supposed to be Sean Connery. Yep.
Yeah. So literally, I mean, you can go back and watch these, and that's okay. You'll get it. But it's probably going to be some sort of weird site. But nonetheless,
Why did she come up? I didn't click
because
on that
it's,
bitch.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But everybody knows Turd Ferguson. So he was playing Burt Reynolds that changed his name on the board
Turd Ferguson.
to Turd Ferguson. And it was just hilarious, right?
He does
He's
look
got
like-
so many of those clips. And yeah, there you go. Thank you, honey. But it really is one of those things that you just couldn't go back. Read what's happening. Or wait, saw you on there.
I
But
totally
DJ,
thought
what's
of the
happening?
wrong person when you told me who this was.
Norm McDonald.
I know. I thought of Norm from Cheers.
Oh, no. Norm McDonald, the comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it makes. I mean,
Pushed all the boundaries. He passed away. He, like, hid it from a lot of people that he had
Yeah.
cancer. If you listen to 1 Minute Man, he did a cool little thing that the cancer and he were living life together for the past 10 years. And he was
he's
this,
had cancer for 10 years.
yeah, so he's been fighting it for 10 years, right? And, you know, favorite, of course, like a lot of people, what was it? Damn it, where the hell is the movie?
Dancing?
No, Dirty Works. Dirty Works? Yeah, Dirty Work. Dirty Work. I can't believe I forgot that. I remember seeing
I don't know
that,
that
like
movie.
a long time ago, and it was hilarious, right? He's got so many good
I gotta
things.
look at it on my phone.
But nonetheless, just shout out to him. It's all good, though. But, I mean, we're tiny, but it's like one of those things that, you know, you just want to
Still honor him.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. And he was just always like straightforward. Like on all of the shows he was ever on. You can go out and like Google or search the first time I think he was on David Letterman, and it was amazing. You know, who was it? Bert Kreischer
She has so many people in that movie.
It was-
Chevy Chase is
yeah,
in that movie.
it was somebody else, but they told who are we going to see? Here. Dude, I suck at names.
You bought the tickets.
I know.
The comedian?
Yep.
With Ian
Damn it.
and his wife?
Yep. Anyway.
I just said, sure, I'll go. I have no idea who it is.
So anyway, he tells a story. I'll find it and I'll post it out. Damn it. The dude that just broke his arm and his leg off. His whole body. So he's on Joe Rogan.
Comedian did?
Yeah. Remember I told you he was dunking or whatever? Anyway, he tells a story where he just like the background of like this whole long story. It's just awesome. But nonetheless, I just wanted to shout him out. It's awesome. Happy birthday to Chuck.
Chuckles.
Chuck. So he potentially has COVID.
He's also not feeling good.
Not feeling good. He's waiting on his test results to come back. Tom Segura. Thank you, Jesus. You would think. Like I follow all his shit. I suck at names.
You suck, baby.
I've got another special shout out here. I just saw this a minute ago.
Chuck, happy birthday. Feel better.
Yeah, I got another one
Don't
here.
give me COVID.
And this one's for Logan. Logan just posted a little bit ago that he had to lay down his faithful bird dog, Kelty, who he had for 17 and a half years. So sorry to hear about that. That isn't a tremendous life for a puppy, I think.
Especially a large puppy.
Like we have a golden retriever, and we've gone through this multiple times with golden retrievers where sometimes you get 6 years, sometimes 9 years. And Bomber's and I'm not trying to compare by any means.
7.
Like, yeah,
Be 7 in
Bomber's
November.
7, and it's one of those things you start fucking stressing about, right? My little asshole dog will live until he's 39, right? And he'll just get blinder and less teeth or something like that, and we'll gum you instead of biting you. But I'm very, very sorry, man. It's one of those
I'm
things.
sorry. It's the hardest part about being a pet.
A pet parent.
A fur baby
Parent,
parent.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Every time we lose a dog, I'm like, I'm not doing it.
she was
again.
beautiful, man. She was absolutely
Gorgeous.
beautiful. So I saw he's got some pictures out
Tell
there.
she had a good life.
Yeah. 17 and a half years. That's damn good life, man. So cheers to Kelty. I just wanted to throw that out. That was a last minute ad. So yeah. Cheers. I know it's a rough week, dude. Gets me right in the fucking feels anytime.
I had another friend at work that lost her dog.
Like Misty, somebody.
You do that a lot lately. I think you're going through the change.
Am I going through menopause?
I really think you're going through menopause.
What the fuck is that?
I just made it up, but it's kind of good, right?
I don't know. I'm getting more sentimental in my old
More
age. I guess.
sentimental. Things on your body are changing that you're freaking out about.
Damn, my dick got way bigger. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, hey, yay me.
Yeah, you. Gigi, what's happening? I hope you guys are having a great night, though. I know it's rough, but I hope you're having a good night. All right, so we're going to jump right into this lead story here. So I don't have an image because, the internets and stuff. It's not really something that I'd necessarily put out there. But Nicki Minaj, and I intentionally didn't share this story with you, Beth, because it's so fucking ridiculous that it's amazing, right? So I got to find the tweet. This is basically the initial tweet. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. Where the hell's the rest of it? And his fiance basically left him, is what she's saying.
Nicki Minaj is saying that about her cousin in Trinidad?
Her cousin's friend
In Trinidad.
in Trinidad got dumped a couple of weeks before
Because he got
swollen nuts and became impotent
from the
vaccination. Okay, here's the full one. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen, she wrote. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So I just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Motherfucker. All right.
Everybody's got to have a reason, right?
All right.
That's her reason.
So you're a dude out there, right? And you have options, right? Okay. You're like 99.9999% of the time.
I
Like,
was going to
nothing's
say,
gonna
have
happen.
we heard about people getting swollen testicles?
No swollen nuts so far, right? But you take, okay, would you go with Bell's palsy, swollen balls?
Swollen balls.
How long are the balls swollen for?
How long is the Bell palsy?
I don't know. Like, it could happen. You go with mito, whatever the fuck it was, carditis that I got one time,
Right.
or swollen balls.
Microcarditis.
Couple Advil, you're fucking fine.
Yeah.
$25,000
You
in
think
test.
you're having a heart attack, but it's just a couple of
$25,000 in test. 3 800 milligram ibuprofens later.
twice a day for 4 days.
And you're good.
Yes.
Swollen balls, though, man.
Imagine that's uncomfortable.
I don't think it's true.
Can you sit?
I think it's some obviously. Come on.
Sit if your balls are swollen?
On a bag of peas? I don't know. But doctors and everybody's come out and said, like, this is
Nicki Minaj.
But they literally had a rally at the Capitol building somewhere in Florida or something like that. Nicki Minaj followers. Okay, let's do one thing real quick here. She has like 80 million
yeah,
followers.
Of course she does. And these people in Florida did a rally for her cousin because of his swollen balls?
The anti, like, don't get it kind of whatever. And again, we've said do it or don't do it.
Swollen balls, no COVID, swollen balls, no COVID. Is that what they were walking down the street chanting?
157 million followers on her Instagram.
Okay.
And I did sign back up to get Twitter. I follow nobody and I have no followers because I like it for the news, which sucks.
I noticed that the other day. I was like, Greg got Twitter again?
I have nothing. I don't do shit on it. I just search it for the news. Okay, so let's go to Nicki.
My news from TikTok. Not really, just kidding.
But seriously. On Twitter, she's got 22.6 million followers. Think about that.
I don't even remember what she looks like
anymore. Right? Think about the number of folks that she can reach by like one tweet or one whatever. So her and Meghan McCain got into it or some shit like that.
Wait,
right?
She on the show? Is she on the Meghan McCain still on the?
Just push it in, honey. Push it in.
It out.
No, I'm putting it. No, so they got into a spat, if you will, about what the fuck was it? I gotta find it real quick here.
I remember what she's okay.
So Meghan McCain and blah blah blah. This is what Meghan McCain said. I didn't have a famous rapper losing her mind at me for not being an anti-vaxxer on Twitter on my 2021 bingo card, but here we are.
Wait, she was giving her shit because Meghan McCain is
McCain was
anti?
like, no, McCain is like, just get a shot, just do it, whatever. Like, you do you kind of thing. I think. I don't know. I don't follow either of these motherfucking people, but I saw it popping up. It's just hilarious, dude. You got to go back and you go, what's happening in this world? So no one else did either, but she came back. So of course, Nicki Minaj shot back at McCain and said, "Eat shit, you."
Your mouth
3 words. She was like, "We're limited on characters on Twitter." Wait, but isn't it like 160 or something? Eat shit, you. And that was pretty much where that ended, I think.
Hey, I mean,
I don't know the statistics on swollen nuts.
Balls.
I don't know. You do you. The risks we all have to take. All right. So you're going to get the flu shot. Side effect, potentially swollen balls. I'm taking the fucking flu. Fucking hands down. Every year. 104 fever. Every year.
Yeah, thank goodness you don't get swollen balls with a flu shot. So you're getting the flu shot, bitch.
But I would not get the flu shot. What would you do? You have swollen badge.
I don't have to worry about,
just achy.
I'm probably going to not get I'm going to get I'm going to just catch the flu.
Get fucking right, dude.
No, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I need time spans. Like, is it swollen for
3
an
days.
hour?
3 solid days.
But you're also miserable for 7 days with the flu.
Have you ever been, you don't have nuts.
You've also never had a period and
never been
cramps.
kicked in the ding dong.
It hurts if you get kicked in the vajayjay.
Not like it does for a dude. All right. I've never had a baby either, but neither of you.
No.
So don't be trying to compare like you don't know what happened. No, you're right. I know you get grumpy and cranky and
What?
Huh? Did I just say that out loud?
Grumpy and cranky?
Oh, you didn't even react. God damn, you're getting good.
Because I would have to give a shit to react. You think I care if I'm cranky?
Ruben. Quote of the night. Swollen badge. Talk about somebody getting lippy.
Like the one time I accidentally looked up blue waffle. Never
I haven't even looked it
again.
up. I think I told you to look it up.
Stephanie told me to look it up.
By the way, never look that up.
No.
That's like the 2 girls 1 cup thing. You
It's
never
unless you want to be
actually look
grossed
it up.
out. I think it's probably worse than 2 girls in a cup.
I don't know. I don't even want to know. I can only imagine how fucking terrifying
Nope.
that could be. So, yeah.
Nope.
So that's the big story of the night. Oh, Lloyd said, my peanut gallery just chimed in and said, no uterus, no opinion. That should be on a shirt.
I love that, actually. We do need to make a shirt of that. No uterus, no opinion.
Right.
And give peanut gallery props.
All right, I'm writing that down. That's funny. What the hell was that? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find the movie that Sylvester Stallone was in.
Okay. Oh, Over the Top.
Over the Top. I was making sure it was Over the Top. That's what I thought. So, do you remember that
Driving
movie?
down the road.
Like, and
I remember it. He had this little kid. I don't know if
it was a kid.
It wasn't his son though. It was another like ET looking kid who was trying to make it big and didn't make it look big.
That movie was in 1987.
Oh yeah,
it was
11 years old. It was amazing. And he won the truck.
It was his son. Determined to win back his son and triumph.
No, I know, but it
at
wasn't
the World
actually
Arm
like
Wrestling
his
Championship.
son.
No, it was a kid, an
Big.
actor.
Yeah.
But
Friends
reference. I
reference?
mean,
Lloyd said that's actually a Friends reference.
well, you don't have to give him props.
You're the Friends.
I know. Do you know how long it's been since I've watched like?
I know your
all
memory's
of
starting
the-
to go a little bit. Stuff.
Now I'm gonna give you a big fuck you, bitch.
Okay.
But so arm wrestling, they were all tournaments. He had to win all these to become like, I guess, the champion. Well, arm
Was it like
wrestling
Fight Club?
is making a comeback. Underground arm wrestling is making a comeback in New York City. They say underground, but they're doing it on the streets, which is kind of funny.
Like in back alleys.
No, like on the streets in neighborhoods. They're just people have these tables. I'll show you a video in a second.
So your arm wrestling? It's not even.
your arm wrestling for techno.
Is that really underground? Your
Techno
fucking
music
arm
blares
wrestling.
from a portable speaker, and the subway rumbles overhead as one of the jacked stranger arm wrestling in the street turns and challenges me to a fight. No, he informs me in a heavy Slavic accent. Just because my bicep is less than half the size of his does not necessarily mean I will lose.
Nice, Javon.
Arm wrestling is considered a little more than a formalized bar brawl by many Americans.
Hey, Aaron.
But a large and growing group of New Yorkers learned it during the pandemic that the sport is much more martial art than muscle.
No, it's not.
And even more importantly, they learned that in an era defined by disease and international isolation,
So they have like a
it is
plexiglass.
convenient to
slide
combine.
it.
It is convenient to combat. It is convenient to combat. Yeah, it's going to get over socialized. It's a form of socializing. So they're bringing socializing back by doing this.
Oh, that's why they're doing it underground.
Yeah.
So they don't get in trouble.
Right. So it says since the day the gym's closed, this person has been building an arm wrestling mecca in front of his family's Brighton business in Brooklyn. Inspiration came from the form of a brolic man he had seen doing wrist curls with barbells at a Sheep's Head Bay 24-hour fitness the week before. So here's the there's a picture.
Right.
They like have these
When?
tables. I'll show the picture first. Go ahead. There's the picture. I mean,
Cheers, guys.
that dude is pretty big.
Oh no, so
And then I'll play this video too.
there's dudes that like I've watched arm wrestle, and it's very interesting. A lot of guys have like one really big arm, and they'll have like this fucking. It's like a lot of this part of your muscle.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
fucking huge. And they'll have like this extra little weird muscle right here. It's your grip strength.
Well, I saw some, like the video I was watching, they were showing these girls do it, and she's like flinging her whole body.
Yeah.
And I didn't think you were allowed to do that.
You just elbow can't leave the table.
Well, now, of course, the video is not playing.
It's all right. But so
Goodness.
there's one dude that can't even he's like one of the world champions, and he can't extend his arms
Oh, that's not
because
good.
his tendons are so tight.
Jacked up.
And then there's one kid who's got this guy's like world famous kind of thing. It's like he's got like this weird right arm. It's like double the size of his left arm.
Because that's his fighting arm.
Well, no, it's like a physical deformity.
Oh.
But he got like
Because of
a
arm wrestling?
huge fucking right arm, like fucking.
But because of
Hellboy.
arm wrestling?
No.
Oh, he just
He just-
has that.
So he's got like this giant right hand, right, and it's like that much bigger, like full finger over. Reboot that or restart that, Castro.
What? I'm
Exit
trying.
out
It
and
won't do
restart it.
anything.
Was your whole thing frozen?
Apparently. Gigi
Castro
said,
doesn't
I
know
was
how
the
to
girls'
use.
arm wrestling champion of St. Mary's College in 1991.
Hell yeah!
That's awesome.
Fucking over the top. Kill that. Castro, unplug it, and try again.
What do you mean? What's that going to do?
Can you kill that screen?
Oh.
She doesn't know how to use her the simplest laptop.
Would you like to show me how to do it since you seem to think?
You have a little stylus there. Shouldn't that help?
Here, big shot. Get it to minimize.
Escape. There you go. You're welcome.
Fuck you.
Boom!
Could have told me escape and not just
Game over. Greg won.
Yeah, Greg's gonna die in his sleep tonight, but it was gonna totally be natural causes.
It's all technique and stamina. It really is. Unless you have that fucking berserker dude, that'll just like break your arm off or something crazy. And you have weak bones. Like lots of calcium. Drink a lot of milk.
I'm trying to see why. I want to see why it said it was more martial art than strength.
Technique.
Maybe?
That's what they're trying to say. Yeah, because you can have a really strong. Like you'll see them where you have like bodybuilders that just get crushed.
Yeah.
Why do they have like pure strength versus like this bulked up bullshit?
Yeah, and I also think it's how you throw your body.
You don't really need to throw your body.
I don't know.
You see those dudes are all stressed out and they're like they have to tie their hands together and shit and they put a strap. Bring the strap on.
That grip
Bring
on.
the strap on.
This guy says, I knew he was into arm wrestling because he
Arm
had
molesting?
arm wrestling because he had the fat grip on.
Jesus Christ.
People have their own
This
lingo.
story's going sideways.
Only 'cause you're
Strap
involved in
on,
it.
arm molesting, the fat grip.
So a DI arm arena took a little over 2 months. I don't know why it took so long. $300 in numerous Home Depot trips to help his father and grandfather to compete. But once he built it, challengers did come. So it's kind of funny. I don't understand why it took a couple months. When I look at that table, it's a
Like
table.
it's like, yeah, this
with
is
two
nice.
boards, and they've got some
it's gonna be very
things
stable.
down on that.
They've got the handle and then they duct tape together like a pillow. So you can put your elbow down
They
on it.
said that for some people are taking like 4 trains. I guess I don't know if they mean trains, maybe subway stops. There were
Oh,
like
they're-
15 people in this
They're
group.
betting on it then. So they're
flexing and
gambling
fighting.
on this shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So hey, fuck it. If you're willing to do it.
fighting at the
You
curbside
know,
arena.
everybody needs that truck thing, the weights. Let's do this all day. If you
So
don't know what
fun.
I'm doing, I'm doing the over the top motion. If you know what the over the top motion is, you need to go out and watch Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone from when 1987.
Make sure their hands are sanitary. 1986,
Thank
I think
God,
is what I
'cause the
said.
spit and the slobber coming off their faces when they're grunting and everything else.
Right. 87.
Yeah, 87. Anyway, well,
So who would have known? 20.
Fight Club would be
97,
so
7,
much cooler.
17, 35
Then
years
again, these guys
later.
have to go to work.
35
Ruben
years
said
later.
you should see when like
it'll be
their
popular again.
arm snaps off or something
Oh,
like that.
I can imagine.
And
Like
it
when they
happens.
break that bone.
Anybody remember the movie The Fly? I may be dating myself, where he arm wrestles the dude and he breaks his arm off.
No, I don't remember that part.
Yeah, because he wasn't the Fly yet. He was just like
He's got arm wrestling friends. He says, all of my arm wrestling friends.
goddamn right. It's a club.
You know it.
Wonder if they have an Instagram thing.
Oh, you have to see this picture of this guy.
Okay.
It's hilarious. These are the guys that started it.
He's gun shows.
It's hilarious, though.
They
Like,
are
the one
all-
on the left is like, bring it. Bring it.
He's like, see this tattoo.
And the guy on the right's like, it's been brought
See
in.
this tattooed arm? This is my hammer.
Oh, I wish the video would have worked.
Try it again one more time,
See.
just for posterity.
Shits and giggles.
See, we bought a nice computer for Beth.
You know what? Don't do it.
It played.
I don't know where it's at. Oh, well.
2 fingers over the thumb. Exactly. That's the over the top.
The what?
Wrap over the thumb.
When you win?
That's over the top.
Okay.
Yeah, that bitch ain't.
Yeah, so arm wrestling is the thing now. So instead of fighting, people are just arm wrestling. I don't know. I made that up, but it seems like it would make sense.
Hey, so I sent you a story on a cat, a parkour cat. You guys might have caught this one. I
I only opened the 2 you sent. You sent me 3 or 2
sent you one on a cat.
to my email?
Yeah. telling you.
You know what? If you don't like the way I do it, bring it up yourself.
Failure.
Megalodon.
Megalodon. That's from months ago.
Megapod.
That's from today.
41. Dislocated shoulder. Send it to me again because apparently it didn't come through. I
Didn't
only
come
got
through.
those two.
All right. So if you guys saw this, go out. Can you just go out and Google cat at baseball game? Probably way easier. So anyway, this cat, there's video of this cat, right? This cat like is on the upper deck of this game, right? And there should be video that will come up
I'm trying to. It's from when?
like this week or last week.
Let's see. Because this is from April.
We really need a producer. Give me your laptop, please. It's all good. I'll find it.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Boop, boop, boop. Video. Talk amongst yourself.
Why? I just like seeing you squirm. Squirm. I don't care. So everybody's week going well. Can you believe it's already Wednesday? Now how many days till Christmas, Greg? You always know the number.
Till Christmas? I don't know the days till Christmas.
You told me the other day it was like 55 days or something.
That was Halloween.
You guys starting to get ready? Greg's all hyped up to get Halloween decorations this year.
All right. How many laptops can Greg manage at once? Probably like 9 at this rate. Boom. All right. Oops. Fuck.
I don't like my haircut. We can talk about that. I never like my haircut. It takes like 3 weeks before I like it.
Okay, so you guys will see it up in
the
the upper right-hand corner. I got to move it real quick. I'll blow it up. So, what this is, I'll replay it here in just a second, is a cat that is up in the upper deck, and they actually saved this
You're
cat.
going the wrong way.
I went down. Don't worry. And they saved this cat with an American flag.
Seriously?
Sorry, I'm repositioning all this shit at once. Just take it a minute. There we go. All right. So let me replay that. So this thing is like literally, let me see if this one has the whole video. But see, it's hanging up at the very top and it comes down and it's like hanging. So you see the people with the American flag like below it. It'll drop down here in a second. Yep. So it's hanging onto a wire. Watch. And it's like, oh, fuck. And there's a dude above him. There's multiple views. There's a dude above him that's like reaching over trying to get it. But they caught the cat. They caught the fucking cat. The cat, they're like, oh my God, it's a trophy. This cat's like, where in the fuck am I?
Oh, that poor cat, quit tossing that baby around. It
No.
just had a
So
heart
the
attack.
woman comes and grabs him. There's a woman that comes and
The
grabs
one
him.
in red?
Woman comes and grabs him. And yeah, so here you go. So comes and grabs him, and they're like, cat's totally fine. Because they had that flag there, I just thought it was like a really cool video. There's another view from like looking up, not from underneath, but looking up. I hadn't seen that particular one yet, but I was like, that one shows you how high it is. The other one looks like even higher.
Yeah.
But it's pretty incredible.
the
I thought
angle.
it was awesome. People came together and like they were
It
like,
is-
holy shit, there's a
There's
cat.
a cat.
Yeah.
People are, for the most part,
Pretty
most
fucking
people
good.
are animal lovers,
Yeah,
you
pretty
know,
fucking
and
good, yeah. Lloyd said Christmas doesn't exist anymore. Santa died of COVID. Gigi said tomorrow's a holiday. Half of LA is Jewish. So perfect.
Oh, nice.
So half of LA closed down.
It's the New Year, right? Isn't that the holiday?
I don't know. Dude, I can barely remember like birthdays and shit. So
True. Very
let's
true.
not worry about that stuff. Anyway, I
Where
just
do I
thought that
know
was a
that
cool
cat
story.
came from.
So that's why I called it Parkour Cat, because it was like, I think it was like up inside. So it's like material that was kind of covering the front of the upper
But where
deck.
did the cat come
They
from?
just get in. They're stray cats or whatever. They just get in. Damn right. You know that cat's probably going to be adopted
Oh yeah,
by like
somebody at that baseball game probably already
or
adopted
something.
him.
There's pictures of like a woman that had the kitty and she was holding on to him and like petting him and stuff like that, trying to chill him out.
And that
stuff.
cat's probably everybody's going crazy around him. That cat's probably like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
I almost died. Now these other
Only
people
American,
are. Oh, and it had claws. It got that guy really good that was flashing around. I don't know if you saw that part. He was like, ow.
Yeah.
It's
It's fine. Cat's all right. Your little scratches, just go get a rabies shot
Right?
or 10. It was good though. Tough question inbound. All right. So if you've been watching on Friday nights, you know Beth's rating scale. Her rating scale is somewhat suspect.
I never said it wasn't.
So this is the best whiskey board. So from like a 0 to 10 is kind of your normal ratings, right? So like the Hibiki, she really didn't like it very much.
I didn't like it at all.
Now I know, not to get Japanese whiskey.
Yeah. Nope. Didn't like it.
2.3 on that. Buffalo Trace, which was
So here's
pretty
the
darn good.
thing. We've talked about. I thought that one was really good, and I was going to give it a higher rating, and you're like, keep the rating low.
Nope, I didn't say that. I said that the very original time I told you, I was like, keep in mind, like, use the pizza review. Right?
But
Sevens
you know if
are
you like
high.
pizza. Everybody knows if they like pizza.
Sevens are high. Eights are like, you must drive for those kinds of things. So I'm just prefacing this next story with that in mind. Okay, you ready? Are you ready?
Mhm.
All right, I gotta find it.
That's from a song, actually.
Woman, and this is straight out of the UK off of like the Mirror or something like that. Woman red-faced after discovering her husband only rated her an 8 out of 10 before marriage
I mean,
on a
eight's
dating
kinda
site.
high.
On a dating site.
I mean, 8's not shabby.
So incoming question for you. What do
Yes.
you rate me? No rookie
Okay,
numbers.
So let me.
No rookie
Do I get
numbers.
to take things into consideration, or are we
Whatever
just
you
going
like.
on appearance only?
Like, she's gonna be like, on a dick, you're like a 1.
No, I wasn't.
For
gonna
your
say-
dick, you're like a 9.
on just appearance, you're definitely a 9.
Okay. Yep. There's always the Brad Pitts in the world. Jesus. I mean,
was
I could be
thinking
a
more
lot
like Ryan
taller.
Reynolds.
I
but-
would go like a 7 point.
No, the only thing keeping you from a 10 is that you're my height. But you don't care.
God damn it.
You don't care.
God damn it. So self-conscious.
And then, no,
Not
you're not,
really.
because
I
you're
don't
the
give
one
a
that
fuck.
buys me 5-inch heels to wear out. when we
Goddamn
go
right I
out,
do.
and I'm like 3 inches
Don't
taller
care.
than you then. If I had to take attitude and smart assness and how you always flash a light in my eyes every night when you come to bed because I'm always asleep before you, I go 5.
So we average that
You're like a 7.
like a 6.5.
7, yeah.
All right. So I rated you
Uh-oh.
a
Okay,
10.
on what?
10.
Oh,
Straight
shut
across
up.
the
You're
board.
so full of
Fuck off.
shit.
You'll never hear anything else out of my mouth. Fuck off.
Then we know it's not a real rating.
It is in my mind.
Oh,
And
okay.
it should be in yours.
It's
So if you're a millennial, the chances are you'll remember all the bizarre and rather savage ways we used to interact with one another on social media in a desperate bid for attention. There are like a million of them. There's like ones where people are like, it's on Reddit where basically they're like, burn me or
well,
cook
and
me or
Ruben had
whatever,
a great
toast me or
question.
whatever.
He's like, how can somebody rate somebody prior to dating? Do you rate a car before you test drive it?
It's purely on looks
Appearance.
and stuff like that.
I mean, 8's not.
unless like you could go back, say she dies,
I mean, what if
And I'm
she's an
just
8
here
and
by
then you meet her
myself?
and she's a 5? 'cause
you
she's
could go
got
back
a
and look
shitty
at
personality.
139 episodes of this and be like, yeah, he's a pretty good fucking guy. I'm just saying, you could. You can't even
could.
tell how tall I am in this video. I could be fucking 7 feet
I
tall.
think you'd probably sit a little taller in that chair if you were 7 feet tall.
I've got a really low chair, really high bar.
But
So yeah, it's like, so one such way was the famous like
We-
for a rate status that every teenager was using. Where the hell did it go? It just fucking redid on it.
hey, Angie's
anyway.
on. Hi, Ange.
What's up? So yeah, so it's one of those funny
Well, I'll
things.
tell you that we did, all the women in my family, including me, did think you were pretty stinking hot when we first started dating.
And I was like 30 years old, so fuck.
Yeah,
No, I was
Exactly.
28.
exactly. I remember sending my nephew's
I had a lot of stamina back then.
a picture. It was 2 pictures. One was of you vacuuming, and one was of you doing something, and your shirt was really tight. And she was like, "Where'd you get him? Can I have one?" I was like,
Your mom said that?
"No, my Nick's mom."
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was
Nephew's
like,
mother. My mom thought you were cute too. I mean, you were no Mel Gibson to her, but my mom loved Mel Gibson.
of all of them,
Well, this
he
was
was the one,
back
huh?
when Paige, like her comment.
Oh,
was
this
back
is
when
definitely pre, like, him
this
going.
is pre him freaking out. Yeah.
I mean, he was freaking out internally. He just wasn't sharing it. So
Talking about
nonetheless,
hot or not, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
so-
much.
it doesn't matter. I just thought it was a funny story about, like, I don't care about their story. I just thought it was a funny one.
Why? What's it doing? Are you glitching? It's because you were giving me shit about my laptop, so the universe is getting even.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean, we did all think you're a hot babe, so I think I'll probably stick with that. I like this one. And can anybody do it, or how do you do this?
So, $1,300 to watch 13 movies
Over how much time?
over like the
Halloween weekend.
Halloween season or whatever you want to call this
Okay.
right now. So anybody can do this. So for $1,300, would you watch 13 of the scariest movies? Now it's not just everybody. They're going to pick people. You can go actually go out and do this. This is from
Does it tell
today.
you what movies?
Excuse me.
I mean, what do they consider
Yeah,
the
so
13
I'll give
scariest
you-
movies?
Yeah, I'll give you some of these. 2 companies are paying select viewers $1,300 to watch 13 horror movies. $100 a movie, but you got to document quite a bit of stuff off of them. So whatever. You want to make $1,300?
I mean,
Fucking apply.
watching movies. Come on.
Dish Network said it would pay a viewer. I don't know if it's it says a
I wonder if
viewer.
it has to be a dish viewer.
Maybe. $1,300 to watch 13 movies based on Stephen King novels such as Carrie, It, and The Shining. The satellite TV company also said it will send a survival kit, including blankets, popcorn, candy,
Oh, that's cool.
Stephen King items. Catch, the viewers must wear a Fitbit to track
Their heart rate.
your heart rate and your sleep patterns and those
Because
sorts of
that
things.
was what I was going to say. I would totally do it, but I wonder if it would screw up my sleep.
So you, like Beth, very, like, between us, she cannot watch a horror.
Although we did watch a
fucking
horror
anything.
movie
No,
recently.
you watched a show,
What show was it?
and it was like a TV kind of show. We watched fucking, I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't like scary.
We watched several of them, didn't we? There was a reason why I thought I was
We
going to have
watched,
it.
there was the fucking Netflix one. We still got to watch the 1666.
Oh, yes.
1999, 1984,
87 or
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, but that wasn't,
Oh, we totally forgot to watch that this weekend.
we will, yeah. So,
But
and
it
then-
didn't bother me. I was very surprised.
No, because it wasn't a true horror movie. It
it was
wasn't
a
like,
slasher movie.
well, but it wasn't like one of the ones that we watched with like,
wasn't like The
fucking
Conjuring.
dolls and shit,
The Conjuring.
doing all their
And,
creepy shit. Yeah.
so it just tells you
Christina,
those.
you watched them? Nice. What'd you think of the last one? We haven't watched it. Don't give anything away. But I want to see that one because it's pretty good.
So does it give you any other movies?
So let me look at it. And it says, in a separate opportunity, Finance Buzz is recruiting a horror movie heart rate analyst.
Mhm.
Their goal. So I don't know if it's a single person again or if they're doing like a bunch of people to determine whether a movie's budget influences its dread-inducing factor. Because this is another thing that
Music induces
talking about
dread-inducing factor.
is sometimes campy movies,
Mhm.
i.e., like
Friday
Friday the
13th.
13th, which had super low budgets.
It's the
It's the stress of it.
well that and there's other things that make a movie scary. It's the whole
Like Jason in fucking space, that's just dumb. Everybody knows that's campy, and you know what's going to happen. But the originals,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the original
like,
2, 3,
when he
4
jumps
of
out
them,
of the fucking lake at the end, and you're like, I think I just peed in my pants.
Yeah. takes whoever it was off the fucking canoe, his mom or whatever it was.
No, it was the girl that survived.
Was it? So you rate movies such as Candyman, Insidious, Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch Project, which, if you haven't seen the Blair Witch
Who
Project,
hasn't seen the Blair Witch Project?
a whole shit ton of people.
Really? You
That
think?
came out like 20-something years ago, honey. It literally came out. DJ.
Scariest movie is the Steel Magnolia.
All right, so
movie.
real quick, go out, like, subscribe the show on Instagram, or on iTunes, and
Julia,
I know I saw that on
Ben girl.
YouTube, and then also on the YouTube boards. There's this little thing. It's called the chat, and that's where so many people Julia, thank you for joining back.
I will
in.
tell you,
It's
I
been
will
a
agree with
while.
these guys that I think the Conjuring and Insidious movies scare the bejesus out of
So
me.
she can't watch them at night.
I have to watch them during the day,
Yeah.
but we have watched all of them
Yep.
except for the last Conjuring. And the guy that did both of those movies also just made that new one that's oh shit. It's got the picture of the girl with her eyeball on it. Hold on.
The girl with her eyeball on it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really scary.
Hi, Julia. Miss you too. So
It starts with an M. Starts with an M.
Maleficent.
No, that's
I don't know. But the Blair Witch, if you go back, I remember I worked at a grocery store and we had a video store and I
think
ran
I saw
that.
that in the
I did
movie
too,
theater. And
But I
it's-
remember legitimately,
it's great.
and I think I've told the story before, but people would come in and be like, I want to see that documentary about the
Yes.
witch and stuff like that. And I'm like, because they made it very much like a documentary.
They made it seem like it was real.
Yeah, which kicked off the first person camera horror movies, right? And like the handy cam movies where they lost the shit and they found all the weird shit hanging in the trees. And I'd have to tell people, I'm like, that's
it's not,
not
real,
a
right?
horror movie. Or it's not real.
It's not a
No,
documentary.
it is. And I'd be like, I don't know what to
Okay.
tell you.
Come on. That movie just came out.
Carrie, that the original, like the first part of this, yeah, absolutely. They mentioned like a whole bunch of Stephen King ones, Julia. Yeah, so Carrie is an OG scary ass movie if you watch it and you listen to it.
So
The one with
but
the
that's what people
eyeball,
say- I don't.
Insidious.
No, it's a brand new movie. So that's what. So people used to say the same thing about the one where she gets sick with pea soup.
Exorcist.
Yeah, it was scary. And granted, I watched it as an adult. I didn't find it scary at all.
No, because you heard about it. It's got the lore behind it. So it's really when you see something new for the first time that it's
Malignant.
Malignant.
Fuck. Yes, I just found it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the same guy that does those, and it looks.
See, I'm the type of guy, I like horror movies, but I don't like and I like slasher films, but I'm not like
She's dreaming about murders, and it's almost she's got like that sleep paralysis as it's like happening
see,
around
that
her.
kind of shit's creepy.
And
yeah.
then the murders are coming; they're happening after
Yeah.
she dreams
Because
about. 'em.
everybody's had that dream where you can't fucking move, or if you haven't, it'll happen someday. Where you just like you think you're awake, or maybe you are, and you're like, or your arms
Like
asleep,
night
and you like
terrors.
smack yourself in the fucking head, and you're
Um,
like, no, and dude, it fucking happens. I'm telling you.
Here's the thing that's crazy. I love scary movies, and when I was younger, I could watch them whenever and have no problems. It's now that I'm older,
Anxiety creeps into your life.
maybe,
Yeah, and
maybe
it
that's
fucks with you.
cause of it now
You
because
get
like
enough
now,
stress on
like
your plate.
I watch that and I'm like, I gotta watch something funny
She
now.
literally
otherwise
gets
I'm
up
gonna-
and you'll get up and walk around.
yeah, if
you
it's
just
too
walk
much,
around, yeah.
If it's too much, I'm like, I gotta walk.
Excuse me. Scared to Death
Saw,
podcast.
Saw. Somebody said Saw or Hostile. Those weren't
So
scary to me as much as they were gruesome.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of those. Like the Hills Have Eyes. Don't give a fuck about it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nope. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a different type.
I mean, that's scary and gruesome, but
but these
it's
ones are
old school.
getting a
like,
little too fucking real, right?
a little too gory.
like the ones
think it's
that
also our age.
what's the fucking Rob Zombie does. He's done a couple
Yeah,
of
you
them.
wouldn't watch that one.
No, I
You'd
watched
watched it
one and I was
before,
just kind of
And then I wanted to watch it, and you're like, I'm
I
not
watched it
gonna
with some
watch
buddies.
It's too violent.
back in Phoenix, and I was like, I'm just kind of irritated. I just sat through and watched that fucking thing.
Yeah, you said it was a little too violent, right?
It was just like violence for violence sake.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what that makes me think of? Did you ever see? And I think you have Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
That one's kind of that way, where it's like violence for violence sake. Granted, the premise around it was kind of cool. Like, if not, then these creatures were going to take over the world. But
Angie, that's how I've done the same fucking thing, dude.
What?
Like had night terrors and felt like somebody's crawling on your bed.
You have?
Mhm.
I would lose my shit. Although you've woken me up a couple times when I've had some like zombie nightmares
yeah,
or
yeah.
something. But one of them was they were
That's
coming
just
after
I think
my
that's
dog,
just
but
weird life, like
I've
kind of
never had one where it paralyzes me though. I
Like,
think I would lose.
where I can't fucking move.
I think I would probably freak you out because I'd freak
And
out.
then
so
I
badly.
instantly like go to like the internet and I'm like, what does this fucking dream mean, right? And you're like, you have a ghost in your fucking house that tried to have sex with you?
No. Oh, somebody had already said malevolent before I found it. So sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's crazy though. But Halloween's coming up, man, and there's a lot of fucking.
I would do that. I think that's why I asked like over how many days. Like I couldn't watch 13 in a row.
Yeah.
I'd have to do like maybe 2 a day. Every weekend,
So this leads me into my next story.
Okay.
Michael Myers was on Galveston Beach. He got arrested.
Well, he's murdered a lot of people. Of course he has.
Well, I mean, for a different reason altogether. So Galveston finds lawyer for strolling the beach as Michael Myers with a bloody knife.
We said that again?
Galveston, the city of Galveston.
Right.
What's up, Alex? How you doing, man? What'd you say? But chorizo does not. Oh. Yeah, say it just depends. Like I like horror movies. Beth, she likes them. Time of day, it's all about it. Galveston fines lawyer for strolling the beach as Michael Myers with a bloody knife during the fucking hurricane. Or right before.
I mean, he clearly had the mask on, right?
Monday, September. Yeah, the picture's up. On Monday, September 13th, police cited a Galveston man for strolling the beach while dressed up as a horror movie character. According to the Galveston Daily News, the man wore a Michael Myers suit from the Halloween franchise, and walked around fake bloody knife. Police stopped him on the beach. They fucking arrested him.
Seriously?
Yeah. Responding officers stopped the man and put him in handcuffs. It was a fake knife. It's like one of those big plastic fucking fake knives. He was basically bored. And he's like, I figured I'd have fun.
He's a lawyer. I'm sure he'll find a way to.
According to Facebook post, the man was island attorney dude who uploaded pictures of himself as Michael Myers. He said it was a costume. It was a prank, right?
Yeah, get over it.
But they fined his ass for doing that.
They were bored because there was nothing else going on because the hurricane was there.
Authorities cited him for disorderly conduct and then released him. That's funny as shit.
He's going to get out of that ticket.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. But there's another picture of him like still on the beach, like pointing it at somebody. The funny part is somebody called the cops on him.
Oh, yeah. There's somebody with a stick up their butt everywhere.
If you're that worried, the hurricane is coming.
Yeah, why are you even
you
out
have
there?
Evacuated, you douchebag. You're either one of two people. You're a douchebag, or you're there to hang out and have a hurricane party. In that case, you're gonna have a keg of beer. You're just gonna sit there and drink beer. If the power goes out, you're gonna sit there. And
if he comes over, I'll be like, "Cheers, dude."
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably stare at him for a little while, and then when I realized he wasn't hurting anybody, then I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Michael Myers isn't real, right?
Well, but there are crazy people out there, so I would
not walking Galveston Island.
I probably would watch him for a little while from a distance and be like, "All right, what's this dude about?" And then I'd be like, "Oh, he's fine."
I thought it was hilarious. It's funny. People are just Craig said hurricane parties are great. I agree 100%.
Have you been to a hurricane party?
New Hampshire, we'd have them every once in a while.
They have hurricanes in New Hampshire?
Yeah, they come up the coast from time to time.
I guess. There hasn't been a hurricane.
And it might not be like that it's going to hit us, but you just have
the rain.
All the storm
I was seeing today that I guess it's been since 2010 since a hurricane hit San Antonio, but it came literally up.
Not San Antonio. It hit
it hit Brownsville and came inland and hit San Antonio.
Shit tons of rain.
Yeah. And they said what hurricane it was, but so I've never been to a hurricane party. What? Maybe one day.
Loser.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should be okay that I've not attended a hurricane party.
They're fun. All you do is sit around and drink beer. Wait for the worst to happen. It never does.
Like the people who were trapped on an island on vacation would agree with you.
Like Key West? No, yeah, like you're on Key West or something like that. You're just drinking beers anyway.
Cancun or, like.
Angie said, grew up in Virginia Beach. We had them all the time. Exactly.
Really?
Yep.
You don't get to have those things when you live in
It's
San
just
Antonio.
a lot of wind
Phoenix,
and a lot of
Colorado.
noise. And you just sit around, you get with all your buddies, and you just.
I would probably like it because I love a good rainstorm.
Particularly because you can bring everybody to one place.
Right.
Right? You're not all at your own individual houses. You get everybody at the same place. Lots of water. You get all your stuff.
Your parents know you're going to these, and they're like, "You kids are crazy."
Normally, it's like the parents throwing.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're an adult and you own your own house or something like that.
Hey, so SpaceX launched its all civilian.
Cheers, real quick.
Oh.
Let's do a quick cheers. Cheers to the. I'm like a 6.
Just went to an 8.
I'm like a 6.5.
So SpaceX X all civilian inspiration 4 mission launches today. I think it actually already launched just about an hour ago.
I thought it was early this morning. It just launched.
Let's see. I'll tell you when it launched. So SpaceX will launch its first all-civilian crew on a 3-day journey. So that's kind of cool that they're going on for 3 days around the Earth, and what will be a historic step for private space travel. The spaceflight company, will launch the Inspiration 4 crew, a team of 4 private citizens, on a veteran Falcon 9 rocket it calls B1062. They'll blast off from Kennedy Space Center in Florida tonight at 8:02 p.m. So it was 7 o'clock our time. So yeah, it blasted off this evening. The launch was live. I'm sure there's probably video somewhere that you can see on it. But it's kind of cool. Like the 4. Let me see where it tells me the 4 people.
They're all. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Aren't they? They're all civilians,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's what I said. 4 crew civilian.
I just didn't catch that civilian part. Sorry.
So here's what I'm. See, but the first to carry private citizens as opposed to professionally trained astronauts. The Inspiration 4 mission is part of a fundraiser to raise $2 million for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to help eliminate cancer in children.
2 million?
200 million.
200. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I guess billionaire and founder of Shift 4 Payments, Jared
He's driving this
Isaacman,
bitch.
purchased the flight on one of SpaceX Crew Dragon space.
Oh, because theoretically they can drive it from the ground, right? Like you don't have to have somebody up there going.
No, they're in there,
boop,
though.
boop, boop.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like somebody can.
That's what I was wondering. Like they're like
It's
are they
autopilot,
astronaut
right?
pilots? Okay. So he donated 2 of the seats to St. Jude and awarded the 4th seat as the top prize in a Shark Tank-like competition. And the entrepreneur who raised the most money won. Let's see. I want
cool.
to tell me. Joining him on the flight are medical officer Haley
Did they just make medical officer up,
Acronox,
like
a
after,
cancer survivor and physician's assistant at St. Jude.
Okay, that's
Pilot
fine.
Cyan
She literally is a
Proctor,
medical officer.
a geoscientist and science communicator, and mission specialist Chris Zembrowski, a data engineer. And I think some of these though, because they're doing more than just this flight, they're raising money, but they're also trying to do like studies.
Are they going to the space station?
No, it's
with
a
this?
3-day. I think it's
Oh, they're just going to be in this
in a
thing
flight
for
for
3
3
days.
days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not just like the up and back kind of
No,
thing.
it's 3 days.
That's cool.
But I was reading somewhere that
They've
they're
got
doing
actual enterprise titles, like from like Star Trek, medical officer, data
yeah.
engineer,
Yeah. Well,
data
looking at
data officer,
data.
yeah, whatever his name
But
is. It's fucking cool.
let's see, because they're doing things like they're going to run some tests to figure out like the impact of certain stuff on the body. This one doesn't tell me that. The other one told me the test.
They need to have a hurricane party up there. Be like, what's it like to drink 27 beers? Because you have to learn what it's like to get drunk in space.
I think it probably would suck balls to pee though.
No, you strap your shit in and you get a little suction cup right to your junkie junk, and it just
work on girls?
vacuums up.
I guess it just cups all the way around it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd do it.
I would do it. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I wouldn't, mostly because I just.
As long as you're not sharing
I
the
don't trust
suction
anybody.
cuppy thing.
I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anything enough to launch me into space.
Really?
Yeah, no. Babe,
You don't have
I have
kids.
to get drunk before I fly on a plane. Can you imagine?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what does it take? What toll does it take on the human body? You start drinking at like Cape Canaveral, like in the morning, right? You have 2 or 3 drinks.
I doubt that they
Then
can
you get
do
on the
that.
space
Seems
shuttle.
like it might be a risk.
And then you have to be buckled in just like you would on a plane. And then you get to cruising altitude. And then you can start drinking. You start cracking the fucking mini bottles, right? You hear the little ding. And like you can get up and you can move around.
Flight attendant
And then
comes and be like, "What can
for
I get
3
you?"
days after that until they have to be like, all right, you have to sober up. We got to go home. You're like, no.
Keep the party going.
Yeah, and you're just listening to fucking Saturday Night Safety Dance the whole fucking time, pissing everybody off, right? While they're trying to do
Nobody
like
gets
science
that
shit.
reference.
That's an 80s girl.
Total 80s girl. And every Saturday night on Sirius XM, channel 33, Saturday Night Safety Dance. And it's just a remix of all 80s music.
Right?
And it's so
I'm
much
telling
fun.
you, Saturday Night Safety Dance in space.
When it's cool
Did you fucking
outside,
imagine
I
that?
will stand out there, have beverages, and dance by myself all night long, not even caring who sees me.
She's just strapped to a wall doing the fucking
Up in space
walking
'cause
like an
there's no
Egyptian
gravity.
and shit.
would be
What
awesome.
other dances do you, she has all her like Madonna rubber bands.
Speaking of 80s music, I need to get 80s gear before my Phoenix trip.
They're having an 80s party in Phoenix. When is that trip? The
I
week
leave
before Krager's wedding.
7th. I have like a whirlwind October. I go to Phoenix. I come home. I work. I think it's the 7th. I think I work for a week, and then the next week I'm off again for the wedding. And I need a dress.
So
for
Ruben
that.
said the astronauts and cosmonauts are restricted from being intoxicated at lunch or at lunch.
Well.
Fuck, maybe it is lunch when you need, but at launch. But what if you're not you're just like a passenger?
I'm pretty sure you probably can't be either, because I feel like you start
You-
wanting to hit buttons. And
You fucking throw down $100 million and you're like, I want to go on that bitch drunk. They're gonna be like, yep.
no, probably not.
100
Here's
million.
a picture of the astronauts.
Right. Yeah.
Them.
They
Their
look
uniforms are kind of cool.
Exactly like what I would expect Star Trek.
I mean, they do look like the latest rounds of Star Trek movies with.
Yeah, they don't have the big poofy shit
no.
like from fucking.
But they do have the boots still.
I don't wanna go for you or whatever that. The fucking one with Bruce Willis. It's all like normal astronaut shit. That's all gone.
I'm trying to see. What there's a
Ruben, right?
what?
That could be a problem. The G forces from the. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. I did. That
I
a
got you
couple
on the
weeks ago.
projectile vomit.
I got
part.
that a couple weeks, so I don't need to do that for quite some time. Thank you.
No, but that's cool. That's cool. No, I
Yeah.
think it's awesome.
That was awesome.
So there's a selfie museum in San
All
Antonio.
right, so
This has got to be the dumbest fucking self-deprecating thing. What
but
the fuck is
you're a
happening?
big selfie guy. You do selfies.
With you?
I mean, that's still a selfie. You do more selfies than I do. I don't really do selfies anymore. But here's the crazy thing. So I'll read you the article first. Like, turn it on. I'll show you the pictures because the pictures are hilarious. Okay, so here's the first one. So you can go and pay to get into this museum, and they have various props for you to use to take selfie pictures.
Okay.
Here's one. That's another one. You can go in a bathtub with a bunch of
I'm
pearls.
trying to make it bigger, guys.
Am I going too fast?
No, you're good.
Okay. Here's the crazy thing. It is like $25 to get in this bitch.
Why?
Tickets we purchased online and costs range from $22 to $25. So you can go and take pictures in all the different backgrounds. I'm as much as I appreciate
Can't you
a good
just walk
selfie,
around like a city?
a selfie. That's what I was like. Why would anybody pay?
Okay, so scroll down a little bit. Let's see those
$22.
other ones again. Oh, if you want it, because it's a clawfoot tub and it's got
So
the
what?
bubble things. Okay, so what else we got?
The bright yellow. It's
That's
bubble
dumb.
gums.
What's dumb?
And then giant crowns and colored
Crayon.
crowns.
They're not crowns. That doesn't know how to say the word crayon. Say it.
Crowns.
No, say it out loud.
Crowns.
Crowns.
Crowns. Kind of like other people say it that way too. Somebody said it the other day.
Does anybody say crayon is crown? No,
It's a
that
crown.
doesn't exist.
Orange, also like an orange. All right.
Logan said, "Oof, that's a 30 rack Coors Light." Exactly. We're not doing that shit.
Well, oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do it
Ian
either.
had a great idea. So we've got one more
wouldn't
spot.
do it either. Like I appreciate the fun behind it. I'm not paying $22 to $25 to go take a bunch of photos that I can find a cool tree to do in my backyard.
Fuck
I
it.
mean, but this is really big for people who are Instafluencers. Like, look how cool I am in my bubble bath.
No, it's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Tell me how you really feel. Ian had a really good idea about what?
Dude, so he's like, so we got this other wall over here. So we have two sets. I'll tell you about it after here, but we have another set that we just finished. Look, it's all even and stuff like that. You can't see it, it's off screen.
Well,
But
you were on it on Saturday.
Yeah, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But there's another section, and he's like, why don't you make it a green screen? That way you can have any backdrop you want. And I was like, holy fuck.
Do you even know how to do that?
No, but I
Exactly.
could learn. I can't get my fucking video to stop glitching.
I was
but
going to say.
whatever.
That would
You
be
thought it
fun,
was
though.
real brick?
Like we could.
Really? God damn, if that's true. That's a backdrop. God damn.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Burgers, were you drinking a lot? on
No.
Saturday when this was
Ian
happening?
said the same thing.
That it looked real?
Yeah.
Really?
Couldn't figure out where it was from.
Maybe I can't.
Well, he
vision
thought it was
because-
like a Zoom filter or something like that.
Oh.
No.
Nope. I mean, it's real, but it's not real. It's not a Zoom
Yeah,
background.
here. I'll do this while you Oh, this is my next story. I got a couple stories, but I'll take a snapshot real quick and
Well, I was gonna say the camera, but I don't know how to work.
what?
The camera on this thing?
No, that's not gonna work. Actually, maybe it will.
I don't know. I don't know how to work it.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, we don't need to worry about that. But give me 2 seconds here. And what I'll do is I'll take that picture and I'll share it, and you guys can see
Where are you
exactly
sharing it?
what the fuck I'm talking about. Hang on 1 second.
Where are you going to share it?
I'm gonna share it to the show. You're good on your end? Nice. So that's the thing. It's just one thing that it would be a different show altogether. Like, so if we had a green screen or something like that, there's also some other ideas that I'm doing with like some curtains and stuff. Because there's one that Beth and I have been bouncing around about her doing one for her, like her books and stuff like that, right? Where she interviews some of their authors, and she's kind of nervous, doesn't really know how to do it or what to do, and that's
I'm
totally
very
fine.
shy.
Yeah, fucking, we can all
I
tell.
am shy. If I don't know you, and if I'm not drunk, I'm shy.
So we get you a little buzzy. We ship whoever the author is a bottle of wine.
Be like, drink this with me.
Yeah, like
That's a
I'm
great
drinking
idea,
the
actually.
same exact one. It incentivizes them having a God damn, I'm good at this.
Sometimes.
Right?
Everybody's gotta be good at something.
139. But no, yeah. So if that may be an idea, but it's basically just hanging some curtain rods and
Yeah.
stuff like
Did you
that.
share it?
I'm going to here in just a second. I got to get it up here. I got to get it up
That's what she said.
again.
But she said you got to
what?
get it up.
There's a couple of funny ones here coming up. So I just want to give me 1 second and I'll get this going. I just want to show.
Julia, she goes, I have a photo strip that proves the shy goes away with booze. She has got some pretty good ones.
I've got some good ones too.
I know. It's a problem with you. Like, I get drunk and you capture it.
It's my job in life. All right. So this is like an immediate picture from like the set. It'll take me 1 second. Set. That I just took. So this is kind of the cool thing about this. I don't have multiple cameras facing. Like, I don't have cameras just facing offset, of course. So I can't really share it. Give me 1 second.
Can you connect my phone and I can share with my phone live?
No.
Oh. That'd be too easy.
No, we're good. You'll see it. 2 seconds.
Again,
So this is the fun part about like doing stuff and learning how the fuck to do this, because
in the moment stuff.
all
Oh,
of this
it's,
shit
uh,
took me
it's crooked.
forever. It's gonna be straight here in 2
Yeah,
seconds.
crooked, but sideways. Okay, that's not it.
Yeah, it totally is.
No, that's a light.
So this wall over here, behind the light, you'll see it in about 1 minute. Coming up.
There it is.
The light behind that wall over there, that's where we were talking about it. So that's the brick wall that I literally, it's a screen, and you'll see it right now as it comes. There you go.
It's a new table too.
So that's the new table. That's the new set. That's where we did the
Saturday night
show. Yeah, the
Nation
Nooners Nation show. So that was fun. But the wall right behind there is a place to do another show, right? And you just change the camera. So we talked about, and I guess this is my feel good, and I'll jump ahead to my personal feel good, and then we can come back to you. Mine was literally doing the Nooner Nation. We had the first podcast for Nooner Nation. Bill Schofield ran the show. He was the producer. He had to go through all the bullshit
Figure it all out.
to figure it out, right? The same stress that he and I were talking, him and JJ were talking on all day. We decided to go live instead of record at about noon.
Right.
And then that meant he had 8 hours to figure out all the shit, right? When I did the 100th episode with Ross, I had 3 months.
Oh, I know.
And I was stressed, right? Because you have to learn all the tech stuff, like all the stuff behind the scenes and everything. I've been doing this for a long time, and my audio still, it was the one.
In that show.
And I was like,
And I text you to be like, Greg, and people said something, but you were so into the
no, I had the
podcast?
stream going. I was watching the fucking live stream, so I
Oh,
never
you
saw
didn't see
any
my
pop.
text
I
pop
never
up.
saw anything pop up.
And I couldn't yell at you.
You should have.
From downstairs.
Hindsight, you should have.
Oh, well, no, because then you would have been like, I can't believe you yelled on a live show.
It's all good. But you live and learn, right? And I hadn't done it straight from my laptop and done
Right.
different things.
You did some new things for
Yeah,
you that,
so
that show as well.
And I thought it was good. But nonetheless,
we could still hear
Bill
you. So.
and everybody else, like in JJ, it was really cool, right? So that's my feel good for the week. It was an awesome kickoff. He's got another show tomorrow coming out, and there's going to be somebody that's in the boards tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. You just noted that.
What?
Bill's going to be doing another show tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Oh, cool.
Central, I believe. And he's going to have a couple folks on who are on the boards right now. At least one of them is. So 9. Okay, it's 9 Eastern, so 8 Central time. Check that one out. I'll be in jiu-jitsu for a little bit during it. But
it's live again?
It's going to be live. So the idea was absolutely, that's why Bill thought about it, was like, it's for the nooners, right? It's actually for nooners.
Yeah.
And it's to have different nooners on the show, right? Why would you pre-record and then not have a live show?
Right. No, it makes sense.
So that's where it shifted
just
over.
had to go through fruition and decide how it was going to happen.
So he'll still record everything and then release to like iTunes. Remember, Ross was on the show at the 100th episode. It's kind of like the little sneaky tip to dropping shit on iTunes. It's get 10 or 12 and drop them all at once.
Right. Which we're still trying to do. So
he'll stockpile them. And we've got 6 done or something like that at this point. Stockpile some and then put them all out once. So you guys will be great. It's going to be fucking fun. Tune in to the Nooner Nation.
I should be able to be sitting on the couch by that point.
Yeah, absolutely. So Nooner Nation.
So
boom.
Have
you planned for your digital death?
What?
You planned for your digital death.
I don't know what digital death even is.
Okay, so it's basically when you die.
Okay.
Who's going to take care of all of your shit?
Your mama? No, you are.
What if I'm dead? What if you? Who's going to cover? What I mean by that?
And why am I going to care? First of all,
what I mean by that.
Okay.
Is your porn history going to be?
I delete my history every time I look at anything that's
Do you?
inappropriate. Yep.
Are you that type of person?
Yep.
You just wipe everything. Yep. What are you using? Like DuckDuckGo?
No. What do you mean DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo is a website that
I use Google.
You use no.
Why not?
Because your history ain't gone, baby.
Well, it's gone from my computer. The government may have it, but anybody looking on my laptop, not going to have it.
So tomorrow, Lloyd, Nooner Nation, 8 p.m. Central. New episode coming out. It'll be live on Nooner Nation.
But here's the question I'm going to ask you. At that point, everybody that I
love or give a shit about, what if you died tomorrow?
You're here.
And then I find out you're just like looking at like, you're swiping left all the time.
I don't swipe.
I'm just kidding.
I'm looking at cat porn. Is what you're trying to say?
What the fuck is that?
Remember, Paige was the one that said
fluffy porn.
Cat porn's a real thing. No, cat porn. And I was like, what? And so where people, I guess, dress up like cats. I don't know.
Yeah, those are the furries.
But it wasn't furry because I don't know. Anyways,
those are furries. If you're dressing up as a fucking cat, it's furry, right? Or like the horse ones.
I've never hide anything from, so I don't care what you see.
All right.
My dad will probably be gone before I'm gone, so I don't have to worry about that. And most everybody else, nobody's going to judge me because otherwise I wouldn't like them anyways.
Beth has VPN. No, she doesn't have a VPN.
We do have a flippin' VPN, but you don't know how to put it on anything.
Expired.
It was only good for a year?
Yeah, I only got it for a year. We need to get a new one. Have you given any thought to what you want to happen to your accounts, files, and photos? Because it's true, because you have all the shit on the cloud, all your photos and everything.
I don't even know how to pull those off the cloud, so I'm not worried about.
Chuck showed you yesterday.
The Google cloud, not the Apple cloud.
The world cloud.
The
clouds.
Apple cloud that we pay extra money for.
Cloud. But there's other things to think about. So it's not just that. It's like, so it's actually like a real thing, right? So it's like, take care of Facebook. So I did this when my mom passed away, right?
Right.
I memorialized her Facebook account.
Is it a status
You have to submit
thing,
it, and you have to actually submit a copy of her death certificate.
Okay.
Or take a photo and you submit it, and you actually memorialize it so nobody can ever copy it or do anything as far as that goes. Right. So it's a thing to think about. Twitter.
I don't have
Twitter.
I don't have it.
Something to think about, shutting that bitch down. Wipe your Google account, because the one big thing about that is like for your dad, right? So if he's searching, like if he's putting his like saving all of his accounts on his laptop.
My pops?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all this shit's saved or stored. We need to get rid of it. We need to wipe that laptop because you have control over it.
Right.
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 Something happened. Somebody gets his fucking laptop.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
And that
people have
happened
gone
to
on
him
his
before.
laptop. Yeah, this wouldn't be like the first.
He was
time.
the one dude
that
we knew that took the phone call and said, "Oh, I'll give you access."
I
and
need
locked
to. I
his
need to.
shit
Yeah,
down.
I need to upgrade your security.
And he was like, "Okay."
Your security wall or whatever it's called. What is it called?
Firewall.
Firewall. Thank you.
And locked his ass out. Locked down your
I wanted
phone.
like $1,000, and he was
share
like,
your
"Yeah, I'll
bank and
just find you a
financial
laptop."
details with somebody you trust. I'm like, who's that going to be after you die?
Babe, you're gonna die before me.
Probably not. Petrifying myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, okay. Well, no, I mean, I haven't thought about it.
Something to think about.
Maybe I
And that's
should
just
think
something
about
that
it,
I came
but-
across. It's just something to think about. Because it literally is called your digital death. Like, what do you do? What are you going to do after? I mean, I know a lot of people
Well, I
are like,
have a
I don't give a
friend-
fuck. But if you have kids or
Yeah,
something
I
like
don't.
that,
I don't have kids.
and you're into like horse, like the furry porn or whatever the fuck that thing is called, cat
Or-
porn or whatever you
Yeah.
said. Because I've seen some weird shit, like where dudes dress up and they have like.
Why have you
what do
seen this?
It's been on like fucking CNN and shit like that or whatever. 'Cause it's CNN.
Sure.
There's people that wear like collars and will like sit down next to people.
Yeah, it's called. It's part of. I think it's part of the
BD
BDSM
yeah.
community.
Like, dude, if you have a photo of you of that, you want your kid to see that shit?
I don't have kids.
No, not you.
I
I'm
know.
putting it out to you.
Well,
The ether.
I mean,
I ain't got none of that. Burn and bury my hard drive at sea. Exactly, Nico. Like, that's how I mean, I don't.
what do you have?
Just kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope, I do the same thing. Duck, duck, go. Burn.
Why DuckDuckGo though?
Because
like, why
there's literally a button on the bottom that's got a fire thing, and it just cooks your history.
for the day.
Yep.
Oh, sometimes I don't want it for the day though. Sometimes I like what I looked up earlier in the day because I am going to need that makeup eventually, so I can go back to my history.
That's why
I
you
just
use
wanna
two
get
different
rid of
browsers. Use your Google for all the bullshit.
Okay.
Use that one for all the bad
Well,
shit.
next time I look at porn,
The
I'll be sure
naughty,
to go
naughty
to
stuff.
DuckDuckGoose.
Go,
Go.
go.
Yeah, like it happens all that often. What's wrong with a little freaky? Nothing. We're not king shaming.
No, fucking, I'm not king. I don't give a fuck about it. Yeah, you do you, man. I don't give a fuck. It's just you want your kids to find out that you were into like amputee midget porn.
Ugh. It's called nugget porn, I think.
Oh fuck you!
Think about my best friend. Yes, of course I know that. She's
She's into that shit.
she's
too?
not into it, but she's seen it and she has shared it.
It's like the blue waffle thing.
And she cracks up about it, and I'm like,
Y'all are
I don't
fucking
know that I
crazy.
can laugh about that.
Y'all are
But
crazy.
I think it's called nugget porn. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so somebody's gonna have to go Google that for us. and
I'm not.
report back.
I'm not doing it.
You do it. Do it. Do it now.
No.
Do it.
Nope.
You can't share it, but I just want you to do it. All right, so go out, hit the like and subscribe. I just broke my fucking pencil. Go out, hit the like and subscribe button for us on the YouTubes. If you don't mind, hit the bell. Remind yourself to get this thing. And then also, like I said, iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify is where we push this out. The Amazon one was kind of cool because it's free.
Yeah.
If you have a Amazon Prime account, it just pushes to you directly.
Cool.
Pretty rad. So we don't have any fucking free things or anything like that. I just happened to find that bitch out on Amazon. I Googled her,
Yeah.
searched her.
Came running in the house all
I
excited.
was like, holy shit, that's the one. I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
So let's go to this next one.
Yep. So I sent this to you.
I got it.
Got it pulled up.
Playing the video.
This
is
is
that what
just
I'm
a
doing?
cool thing. I thought this is kind of like one of those nature kind of things, and I thought it was cool because it doesn't happen very frequently. And I've got to find it.
Do you want me to start playing it?
Oh shit! I sent it to you, and I can't find the article now.
What do you want me to read?
It's
the
just a really rare kind of occurrence.
So
if
this
you don't mind.
a megapod of more than 100 humpback whales have been filmed surrounding a boat off the coast of Australia. It's
Yeah,
an
hit
incredibly rare
There's a
event.
video on that. In a second.
And experts say it only ever been captured once before in the country's water.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's like hundreds or something like that. Plus whales. And this is kind of an interesting one because it kind of goes with we had a couple of stories last week or whatnot. Some whales. Hopefully this bitch is not gonna.
Oh,
It's gonna put us through 9 minutes of fucking commercials.
like 20 seconds.
I know.
So
But
dramatic.
nonetheless,
But yeah, so
Totally
like
put us
last
back
week
on.
we had my feel good was the whale, the humpback whale, and the person on the paddleboard.
Craig, you're googling blue waffle.
No, don't do that, dude.
Definitely Google blue.
It's supposed to be really gross. So fair warned is forewarned, or forewarned is fair warned. Okay.
Evidently, we're doing free commercials.
All right, go.
There you go. It's pretty cool though. It's like
Oh.
tons and tons of whales that are all just hanging out, right? And you don't see that evidently, and it's off of Australia. So basically, what I was thinking is they're just fucking bragging.
The whales?
The whales,
They're like,
like,
check
hey,
us out.
motherfucker,
Oh, look.
look, we can be out here, and your bitches can't go locked down.
That's like a really nice yacht, too, by the way.
It's a catamaran.
Whatever it is, it's really kind of cool.
Pretty rad. Saying.
Look at all of them. It's part of, it's like whale watching time over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know, but they're they're
That's so
gray whales,
cool.
but there's hundreds of them, is what they said, and they never get together like this.
So
So
it didn't look like there were hundreds of them in that beginning
but
of
I
that
think
video.
it's just in that area,
Area.
or something like that.
That's
right?
kind of
So,
cool.
Nonetheless, I thought it's always a cool thing to share when you see something that's unique like that. You know,
So when
stop it, Gigi.
we were watching Shark Week. We were watching Shark Week, and they were talking about like how the pandemic, because it closed everything off and people weren't going into the oceans. The impact it may have had on the ecosystem in the ocean. I wonder if this is part of it. Like
I saw another thing that from the fires that happened in Australia.
Mhm.
So remember they had those
Mhm.
huge bushfires that were happening, and that was like the beginning of last year. Ultimately, Craig, you fucking looked it up, didn't you? Jesus Christ!
I told you, dude.
Yeah, man, I've never seen it, and it's the same
Don't
thing
need
as
to.
the other video I mentioned earlier. No, don't ever do that. But what they said is because of those fires, they've had like these huge. I don't know if it's the materials that are burning off that are landing in the ocean that are adding like nutrients and material to the ocean,
And they've had a huge what?
like increase in like fish populations.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Like they're
Like
they
it's
don't like the
it's like
tuna is
boosting
like because
the-
it was they were worried
yeah,
about the
environment or
tuna
something like
environment
that.
like because of all the fishing.
yeah, and it's
And
making
it's
it.
make this huge comeback. I think
I
it's
think that can also be there's less fishing.
there's been less fishing. I think it's probably a number of things because they did talk about, and this might have been, it was either Australia or Africa, but remember all the great white female sharks that they
Yeah,
had
we
never
watched-
seen
yeah.
that many.
Mhm.
There were more female sharks than there were male sharks in this particular area
fucking
that's
amazing,
normally
right?
a dominant male area. So I think it's probably a little bit of both.
I think it's awesome. All right, so for this next one, you got to put your headphones on. All right? No, this one's awesome. All right, so let me make sure. All right, so we normally don't wear headphones on the show, right? By virtue, we can hear each other. I know where the settings are at.
I can't
stuff
hear
like-
me at all. I don't hear anything.
Better?
Yes.
There you go.
Whoa, a little loud.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
All right. So we normally don't wear headphones,
Wow,
but we
sound
have them
sexy.
just in case, right? And this is for sound effect, of course. So let me know if you guys hear this sound effect, and we'll do it here in a second. But ultimately, the story is about this toothless shark, right? So basically the story is that dentally challenged great white greets cage divers. Right, so great white shark often shed their teeth while attacking prey, right? But they got this photo from this thing, and they shed or they grow as many as 20,000 teeth in a lifetime, right? So they grow shit tons.
He apparently isn't part of that crew.
Or he's going through. Maybe he really had a
Big feast.
big fucking snack, right? So after a cage diving company photographed a white shark missing many of its front teeth during an expedition to Mexico's Guadalupe Islands earlier this week. The owner, whoever featured the image on his Instagram. Anyone know a good dentist, it's just a funny photo, but it reminded me of basically.
That part of the movie.
That's an audio bite from Strange Wilderness.
Oh, that movie.
That I hope you guys could hear that. Could you guys hear that? I can't tell if you guys can hear it. So let me know in the
I think
comments.
Julia's cracking up, so maybe she.
All right,
can
good. So if you could hear it, good. I've been playing with some of the sound effects and stuff like that.
So that the whole movie was funny, but that part
Literally, I
was
was talking
the
to Ian
funniest
outside,
part of that whole movie.
and I said the same thing. Good deal. So I was talking to Ian outside, and I said the same thing, and I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "We watched that whole movie, and the movie was good."
The movie was good.
And then, like literally, the credits roll, and we're like, "It's the funniest fuck." It's
Like,
the
we
Justin
lost our
Long
shit
it's the
of- yes.
Justin Long portion of him getting
A
smashed
dodgeball.
in the face
Cakes.
with dodgeballs.
Yeah.
So awesome. So yeah, I
That's
thought
funny.
you'd appreciate
That's
that.
good, babe.
But
That
now
was good.
that is our new laugh track on the board. So I just threw that in there tonight just to clip that out. I'm curious if that thing's gonna get muted because it's technically.
Well, we didn't. I mean,
I'll just put it in the fucking credits.
I guess we'll find out. So
I don't know.
You're talking about
What?
Number 13?
Oh, 13. Yeah. So we've got, again, working with Bill. I just sent him another markup for some new shirts. Julia, I need to talk to you because we've got some ideas with yours, with the graphics you've given us, and coordinating with Bill on top of that. So we've got some cool shit coming out. It'll be in the next probably few weeks to a month, something like that. But I just want to keep
Still
pushing
gotta
that
figure out how
there,
to do
so.
koozies.
All right. And we'll still keep working on koozies. So we'll figure some stuff out. But aside from that, what are we going to we need to move into
The sports.
Oh, sports.
Got a esports aren't sports.
I sent this link to you.
I got it up.
Okay. You got the esports aren't sports. So because this is entertainment, all right. So if anybody ever tells you an esports person,
What is an esport, babe?
a video gamer,
Oh, okay.
this video,
That's what they're
you're gonna
called,
have to
esporters?
scroll down just a little bit, find
The
like
video.
the video,
Got it.
get it queued up. So,
Okay. Hold on. I got
you know, Logan, by the time you get a shirt, it'd probably be fucking Christmas. So whatever. But we'll make it worth its while.
Okay, hit the button so
Right.
they can see.
So this dude, his
Ready?
name is Cake Assault, and he wins this tournament.
No, it's not. There we go.
And instantly, okay, quit messing with it. Instantly throws his shoulder out of fucking socket.
How did he do that?
Wednesday, he swings his arm so hard that he threw his arm out of his shoulder out of socket.
For Rizzle?
I just had to showcase this motherfucker because I'm like, maybe the bitch he
Then he
got
got
up.
back up.
He probably won like $100,000 there though.
Seriously?
Like quite honestly, these motherfuckers make bank like playing video.
He wasn't
games.
that bad. He's moving his arm.
His
now.
arm still it's his other arm. It's that arm that's dangling off.
I know,
his
but
fucking
he
body.
moved it up a minute ago. That's hilarious, though.
But they will win hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, in like the huge tournaments and stuff like that, right? So
Especially because that guy behind him has his shirt, like with a half shirt.
see you later, Gigi. Have a good dinner.
Speaking of dinner, I'm starving, so
I know.
we watched a movie. So I gotta preface this with Sunday we ran some we went to Bernie Market Days. We had some lunch with my dad. Then we came home and we watched a movie that I've been
Yep.
wanting to watch called Werewolf Within. And
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
There you go.
What did I say? Werewolf.
Werewolf.
What did I say?
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Yep. Werewolf.
Werewolf
Within.
Within.
It's funny. It's got the AT&T girl with the dump truck ass,
It was okay. I mean,
and you can actually.
the previews made it seem
She's-
funnier than it was.
She's
but
pretty funny in it though.
they both the two
They're
main
both-
characters
yeah,
were
the two main
funny.
characters.
There were some parts where I was like, "That's stupid," but in true form, 30 minutes into the movie, Greg falls asleep.
Yep.
Falls asleep. And it was daylight. It wasn't a scary ghost show, and you still fell asleep.
See you, Julia. Have a good night. It just whatever. I was working, doing stuff on the
You
weekend.
weren't
I was
working.
doing stuff. I think I was just doing shit around the house.
No, you
I had
no
to do all the
excuses.
pallets and all the
But
shit
so
out
we
back.
stopped it. I stopped it, and we watched it Monday night.
Yep.
Because we did the rental where you have like 48 hours, so we had to like watch it by
The movie actually cost us $4.
$4. So I mean, it wasn't the best movie. It was cute. It was funny. It was $4.
Beach. Yep. No, it was good. I thought it was.
It's based off a video game, which
Yeah, it was entertaining for sure. I
it
mean,
was funny.
like I said, the AT&T girl
The
was funny.
characters were hilarious. Like those two,
The,
the guys that drove the truck, the couple that drove the truck.
Park ranger. I don't know fucking either of their
He's
names.
in that movie with the
It was good. It's worth the $3, or you just wait until it comes out for free, and it'll just be that much better. But it's one of those Sunday afternoon kind of chill out.
His name is
See
Sam
him-
Richardson,
Yep, Sam Richardson. Yep, that makes sense.
and her name is Milana
Big
Van
titty.
Truba. And
trucker bottom.
Van Truba. I don't know. She got a very unique last name.
Yep.
So it was good. It was funny. It has a lot of good people in it, and it was entertaining. I'm glad we didn't pay
Sure.
$20 for it.
Yeah, no. I think you saw it like when it was $20, and I was like, no.
Yeah, when it first came out of the theaters, it was on the
Yeah, we
See It
weren't
at
gonna do
Home or
that.
whatever.
So a couple things on.
I don't pay
Netflix
$20 for any of that shit.
real
I only
quick.
watch them when they start to come down to like $5.
I watched a movie when you after you went to bed called Prey. It's this crazy German movie. It's not like a crazy snuff film or anything. It's kind of like a weird, all in German.
Okay.
I think it was German. Could have been something.
Foreign language. It was a foreign language.
Yeah, absolutely couldn't. Because they used
Hunting
a
a bunch of guys.
So there was this like lady. It was like these dudes were on
made
like
a
a
ton of movies like
bachelor
that.
party, and they were camping and they were hiking and doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, one of them just gets fucking shot.
Okay.
It's a Blair Witch with somebody hunting you,
Okay.
right? And then it's like an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's definitely a thriller suspense one.
Okay.
Do you want to waste that much time? If you have an hour and 20 or 30 minutes to
You
waste,
recommend it, but if you don't, then don't worry about it.
it's like in the top 10 of Netflix.
It's fairly new.
So I was
then.
like, and it's short enough, and I had enough time. The next one is a new show. So it's a 6-part show. It's called Kiss Me First, and it's like a VR. It's like kind of a crossover, like normal world, VR world, like
Okay.
video gamer. Graphics are really fucking good. Stories kind of blah. And it's like this girl's mom dies, and she meets all these friends in the VR world. The graphics are pretty fucking good, though.
cool.
Right? So go check it over. I'm part 5 out of 6, so go check it out. Aside from that, Beth, you feel good? What you feel good?
So my feel good is a bunch of photos of animals and wildlife.
Okay,
I'm trying. It's just
taking his time again.
it's frozen for some reason.
Escape.
It doesn't do anything. It's not a video. It's literally the website. Like I can change this,
Refresh.
but it won't let me refresh it.
Yep, just hit the little refresh button at the top.
That's probably gonna clock for forever.
Tell me-
Anyways,
tell the stories
so
about it
it's
while
a
it
bunch
goes.
of photos of wildlife caught in like funny position. Okay, here we go. You
Okay.
can turn it on now.
All
So
right.
like the first one
Let's see it.
is a Kodiak
Oh,
bear
hell
found
yeah.
a perfect spot to chill in the sand.
Nice.
A pufferfish
Big ass lips.
perfectly pouting. This bird.
Is that like a baby bald eagle?
No, it's
Something?
Ritville in South Africa.
Okay.
This one looks hilarious. The gopher's playing.
It's like that one is like, fuck you, bitch. Get out of here.
This one is literally dragonfly smiling.
That almost looks like it could be a character in like a Disney movie
Yeah,
or something
kinda cute.
like that, right?
This bird gets assaulted by a leaf in Scotland.
Fucking pigeon.
This raccoon is doing a starfish impression on somebody's
Can you
screen.
blow it up just a little bit? There you go. There you go.
Baby raccoons whispering.
Love raccoons, dude.
They're
It's
so
almost
cute.
like, the see no evil,
like-
hear no evil. Yeah, yeah.
You know. And then this one is probably my favorite. Lizard in India spotted perching haughtily.
I was just chilling. Like, what's happening? Like, hello, my baby. Hello, my dear.
I'm a stud. And so those made me happy. Oh, and this one, this little seal looks like he's having so much fun.
It's awesome.
So that's my feel good.
Thank you for sharing.
They were cute.
All right, today in history, 1992, George Soros's quantum fund begins selling large amounts of pound sterling, he was labeled the man who broke the Bank of England when the pound crashes out of the ERM the next day. This is the douchebag that has huge impact on United States elections. And this is, if you search him, this is what it says. And I'm just going to read this real quick. Just the bottom paragraph. He survived Nazi-occupied Hungary as a child. He came over, emigrated, did all these things, right? So, okay. Kudos to him on that part, but fuck him. This is the part that'll get you. A well-known supporter of progressive and liberal causes, Soros's intense funding of political causes has made him a well-known target of right-wing and nationalist supporters. As of 2011, he has donated more than $11 billion to philanthropic causes. He's a fucking terrorist. So that guy can fucking die. That's where we're going to leave that at. The next one is the best one. British authors Agatha Christie was born today in 1890.
Wow.
Agatha Christie was an English detective, novelist, and playwright. She wrote some 75 novels, which I didn't know. 75 novels, including 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections. Christie is perhaps the world's most famous writer and is one of the best-selling novelists of all time. Her works are reportedly only outsold by Shakespeare and the Bible.
Oh, that's wild.
Think about that.
That is. That's crazy.
That's amazing. So she passed away in the 60s or some shit like that, or 70s or some shit like that. So I just thought it was really cool to see that. It's like, you have somebody that's such a douchebag, and then you have somebody so amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dichotomy of it. So cheers to you all. That's the show for tonight. Beth.
Cheers.
I love you.
I love you too.
Beth Castro Lamontagne. You can find her at
LaMama07
Where?
or Beth Castro on Instagram.
on Instagram.
Or Beth Castro Lamontagne on Facebook.
Go give her a like. LaMama07 on Instagram. I'm Greg.
Oh, you're trying to get my number up. That's right. I forgot.
Greg_Lamontagne on Instagram. But you can also go hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify and Amazon and
Podcast. I'm Podbean.
and all of those things. But thanks to the military first responders, guys. Without those folks and without you folks, we couldn't do this. Cheers to Evan Haley. We miss you. Ian, come get a beer. All you guys, we'll catch you on Friday night. We'll be back.
Friday.
Beth's going to have another whiskey Friday.
I'm not scared. I handled it very well last
you did,
Friday.
but we only had this a little bit. Cheers, guys. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Thanks so
Love
much.
you.
See ya.